Yo!
The origins of ninjas have long been shrouded in mystery and legend. While popular culture often depicts ninjas as ancient warriors with supernatural abilities, the historical reality is far more complex. Let's explore what we know about the true origins of these enigmatic figures. There are several theories regarding the origins of ninjas. For example, one theory suggests that ninjutsu originated from individuals brought to Japan by Shufu, who was sent by China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, in search of an elixir of immortality. According to the postscript in Shinobi Haiden, The Secret Teachings of Ninjutsu, this individual was a woman. She is said to have landed in Kumano, modern-day Kumano City, Mie Prefecture, then traveled to Iga in search of medicinal herbs, eventually settling there. She is believed to have introduced various advanced techniques, marking the beginning of ninjutsu. The theory that Korean ninjas brought their practices to Japan from Korea around the 4th century. The theory that the origins of ninjas lie with Prince Shōtoku, who gave the title shinobi to Otomo no Hosohito. In fact, ninjutsu texts compiled during the Edo period trace the origins of ninjas back to figures like Emperor Jimmu, Prince Shōtoku, and Emperor Tenmu. Some even claim that ninjutsu dates back to ancient China, linking it to legendary Chinese emperors and Sunzi. However, such methods were employed to legitimize ninjutsu by making it appear more ancient and associating it with well-known emperors and rulers. Therefore, it's difficult to regard these claims as historical fact. Many Edo period ninjutsu texts attempt to legitimize ninja traditions by linking them to revered historical figures like Emperor Jimmu and Prince Shōtoku. However, these claims are largely considered to be fabrications created centuries after the fact. There is no corroborating evidence in other historical sources to support such grandiose origin stories. For example, texts like Iga Mondo Ninjutsu Kazamurai no Makoto and Ninjutsu Ougiden trace ninjutsu back to ancient times, but these accounts lack any factual basis. Similarly, the tale in Bansenshukai about a ninja named Tago-ya defeating Prince Seikō under Emperor Tenmu's orders appears to be a later invention rather than historical fact. This tendency to fabricate prestigious lineages was not unique to ninja traditions. Many groups throughout history have attempted to enhance their legitimacy by claiming ancient and illustrious origins. While these stories may be interesting from a cultural perspective, they offer little insight into the actual emergence of ninja practices. A more plausible explanation for ninja origins can be found in legends surrounding the Iga region. The Taiheki, a 14th century epic, recounts a tale set during Emperor Tenchi's reign. It describes a man named Fujiwara Chikata who commanded 4 demons to rebel in the mountains of Iga and Ise. While still mythical in nature, this story suggests the presence of mysterious mountain-dwelling groups with esoteric abilities who resisted imperial authority. This aligns with historical evidence indicating that remote mountainous areas often harbored groups operating outside the control of central government. These isolated communities likely developed specialized survival skills and covert tactics out of necessity. Over time, their reputation for secrecy and unconventional abilities may have contributed to the evolution of ninja legends. The Suzuka Pass, a notoriously dangerous route known for bandit attacks, is also linked to early ninja lore. Legends tell of General Sakanue no Tamuramaro being sent to pacify the area under imperial orders. This suggests a long-standing tradition of skilled warriors and outlaws in the region that may have influenced later ninja traditions. In both Iga and Koga, areas strongly associated with ninja history, there are connections between ninja origins and rebellious mountain clans, as well as practitioners of Shugendo, an ascetic mountain-dwelling tradition. This further supports the theory that ninja practices emerged organically from the lifestyles and skills of isolated mountain communities. As opposed to having a single dramatic point of origin, it seems more likely that ninja traditions developed gradually over centuries. The harsh realities of life in remote areas necessitated the development of survival skills, stealth techniques, and unconventional warfare tactics. These practices would have been refined and passed down through generations, eventually coalescing into more formalized traditions. The association of ninjas with mystical abilities likely grew out of the secretive nature of these mountain communities and their unfamiliar practices. To outsiders, their specialized skills may have seemed almost supernatural, leading to exaggerated tales of their capabilities. It's important to note that the term ninja itself did not come into common usage until the Edo period, long after many of the practices associated with ninja had already developed. Earlier historical sources used terms like shinobi no mono or kancho, indicating that the concept of the ninja as we know it today solidified relatively late in Japanese history. The romanticized image of the ninja popularized in modern media bears little resemblance to the historical reality. Rather than being a distinct class of warrior, those we now call ninja were likely a diverse group of individuals who specialized in covert operations, intelligence gathering, and unconventional warfare tactics. These skills would have been particularly valuable during the tumultuous Sengoku period, when constant warfare between rival clans created high demand for espionage and sabotage. It was during this era that many of the techniques associated with ninja likely reached their peak of development and practical application. As Japan entered the more peaceful Edo period, the need for such covert operatives diminished. It was during this time that many of the fantastical stories about ninja origins and abilities began to proliferate. With less opportunity for practical application, ninja traditions became increasingly shrouded in secrecy and mysticism. In conclusion, while the popular image of the ninja as an ancient warrior with supernatural abilities is largely a product of later embellishment, the true origins of ninja traditions are no less fascinating. They represent the culmination of centuries of adaptation and innovation by communities living on the fringes of Japanese society. The skills and techniques that came to be associated with ninja developed organically in response to real-world challenges, only later becoming codified into the more formalized traditions we recognize today. By separating fact from fiction, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the ingenuity and resilience of these historical figures and the complex societal forces that shaped their evolution.
In the darkness, the art of the shinobi transcends time. Oh shinobi, move silently with secret skills like